Good morning, my friends. We are doing lesson 17 for phonics, so let's get busy. I'm going to share my screen with you. Let me get rid of all these extra things that we always have to get rid of and put in present mode. All right, so we are doing lesson 17 for phonics. Our learning targets today: I can identify nouns, verbs, and adjectives. I can identify a mystery object by using my 5 senses, and I can reread the story The Reptile Room to build my fluency. Grammar, adjectives. Today we're going to practice describing objects using your 5 senses. So let's review our 5 senses. Eyes for seeing, ears for hearing, mouth for tasting, hands for touching, nose for smelling. So as I said, your eyes help you see, your ears help you hear, your mouth helps you taste, your hands help you touch, and your nose helps you smell. So I have some objects from my classroom, and I'm going to describe one of the objects, one clue at a time, and I want you to see if you can guess what this object is. All right? This 5 sense chart will help you identify the object I'm going to describe to you by seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. So object 1, all right? It's not very long. It's colorful. It may have a smell to it. You can write with it. You can't taste it, but you can hold it. And it doesn't make a sound. What do you think it is? It's a marker, a purple marker. Okay, let's do the object 2. This is sticky on one side. It's clear. You can stick it on stuff. It holds things together. What do you think it is? Tape. Yes. Object 3. This is something that I can hold in my hands. Kind of makes a sound if you use it. It's got a soft point on one end and a point on the other. What do you think it is? A pencil. Oh, here's our next object. This is something that lays flat, has lines on it, doesn't smell. You can touch it, it's smooth, and I can do things on it. It's paper. Okay, my next object. This is an object. I can hold it. It doesn't smell. I can see it. It's got beautiful pictures in it and words in it. And I can flip through it. What do you think it is? It's a book. Okay. And we've got one more object. This is something small and it holds things together. And it's silver or other colors. What do you think it is? It's a paper clip. Okay. Now, during this activity, I used a lot of describing words. These words are called adjectives. An adjective describes an object. Which adjectives did you hear me use? Well, colorful, sticky, long, soft, pointy. I can't think. Had color, and it none of them smelled. So we use several adjectives. So using adjectives provides a vivid, interesting description for other people. So let me go back to this adjective for a second. Like if I said I have a dog, okay, that could mean any color of dog, size, or whatever. But if I say I have a small white furry dog, does that put in your mind a small white furry dog? Yes, better than I have a dog, because in that aspect, you really don't know what the dog looks like. But with mine giving you clarity of seeing it in your mind, then you can picture it. It's very vivid. All right. Identifying nouns and verbs. We've learned about 3 different verb tenses that describe when an action is happening, already happened or will happen, meaning present, past, and future. So let's review an example. Identifying nouns and verbs. Today I munch on corn on the cob. Munch being present tense. The verb is present tense because it's happening today. What are you munching on? Corn on the cob. That's the noun. Past tense, remember the little secret with past tense, it ends with ed, the verb does. So yesterday I munched on corn on the cob. When did it happen? Past, yesterday. What is the noun? Corn on the cob. So future, there's this little word that's been added, the word will. Will munch. That is your whole verb. That tells you it's happening in the future. Tomorrow, I will munch on corn on the cob. So it's happening tomorrow, and the noun is corn on the cob. So present tense, it's just the regular verb. Past tense, it's going to end with ed. And future, you're going to have that 4 little letter word will added to your verb. So today I munch on corn on the cob. Munch is the present tense verb. The noun is corn on the cob. Okay, on the worksheet, you are going to circle the nouns and underline the verb with a squiggly line. So let's look at our worksheet 17.1. 17.1, you have got 9 sentences that you need to, what do you need to do? Circle the noun and underline the verb with a squiggly line. So let's look at number 1. Today, kids march in line. What's the verb? March. Who's marching? Kids. So you're going to underline march and circle kids. Okay? And you're going to do that for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You're going to go through, circle the noun, and then underline the verb with a squiggly line. All right, let's move on. I think, yep. I'm going to leave that one there, and we will go back to our lesson over here. All right, so we're going to reread the reptile room today. That was a scary story yesterday. I don't like snakes. Okay, so I am going to stop sharing and we are going to look at my story, The Reptile Room. Who likes snakes? Hands up if you like them. Some kids like snakes best of all, and some kids can't stand them. If you do not like snakes, you can skip this next room because it is the reptile room. There we go, the reptile room. This is a garter snake. Garter snakes feed on slugs, insects, and frogs. For those critters, the garter snake is a killer, but for us, it's a harmless snake. A garter snake could bite you, but its bite would not make you sick. There's the garter snake. This is a rattler. He is a desert dweller that hunts for rats and rabbits. He has a pattern on his scales that helps him blend in and hide in the desert sands. When this rattler is hidden, it is hard for rats and rabbits to see him. And there's the rattler. A rattler is not harmless like a garter snake. If you ever see this snake hissing and coiling up, you better stand back and let it be. That rattler has sharp fangs, and a bite from the rattler could kill you. But we are safe here in the reptile room. There is a sheet of glass keeping us safe from the snakes. Thank goodness. Ooh. Okay, so let's go back over here to our worksheets. Now, 17.2, the take-home sheet. It says you've been practicing reading two-syllable words, and below are two sections from the story about reptiles. You're going to read the story and fill in the blank with the correct word. And you've got 4 words up here: critters, garter, harmless, and killer. And that's going to go on that page. Then over here, you've got dweller, pattern, desert, and rattler. And that's going to go on this page. All right. Okay. So critters, we talked about a critter. In this case, let's talk about a snake. Okay, can you see them? Yep, they're long and they're thin. They're scaly. They do produce an odor. Some of them do. If you touch them, they're kind of rough-like. I don't think I'd want to taste it. And you can hear them sometimes. They can rattle, can't they? Yes. All right, so our learning targets today: I can identify nouns, verbs, and adjectives. I can identify a mystery object by using my 5 senses. And I can reread the story, The Reptile Room, to build my fluency. All right, that is the end of this lesson today, friends. I will see you back here tomorrow for the next one. Bye, guys. Have a great day.